Hi, this is Aaron from the Sibling Rivalry channel, and today we're going to be taking a look at this Droid Creation Pack that I got at the Disney store. So I'd seen this at the Disney store a few times. We have one in our local mall, and I got it in my stocking from my sister. So thank you for that, Val. I really appreciate it. And yeah, essentially what it looks like it is you take these mold parts, and it looks like they're like air dry clay, and you essentially press the molds together to make parts of like essentially a C-3PO, a protocol droid from Star Wars. And yeah, don't know what else to say there. It also, the box turns into a gonk droid. Kind of shows that on the back here. It's got a quick summary of the instructions. You mold, you assemble, and then you air dry. And it says on here, be a character artist, imagine, mold, and create your own protocol droid. And then it's got that in French. It says it includes 4 sticks of dough, more like tubs, 4 molds, 1 mold press, and of course the box. And it says upcycled packaging project. Packaging turns into another droid. So yeah, see how this works out. This is something I was thinking about getting a while back. I'm actually going to grab my multi-tool to cut this open. Yeah, and I could just kind of put it off. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll grab it and we'll try it out on the channel or something like that. And never really got around to it. It looked like it went out of stock for a while there, and then I guess Val managed to snag one. I know when we last went to the mall, they had them on clearance for about 14 bucks. So if you're looking for them, you might be able to find one at a Disney store. I don't know if you can order them online. I personally haven't looked into that. So, box is kind of huge. Let's see. There we go. Okay, so it actually comes with full instructions. I wasn't sure if it would do that or not, because it's kind of seemed like on the back there was basic instructions. I was wondering if that was just going to be the whole pared down thing. So I'm going to just, for now, lob this away. Try not to hit a dog. Yeah, I'm going to be smart about this. There we go. Scare the dogs, didn't hurt them. Okay, so then we take out the plastic part. So that is all the parts that go into the gonk droid. So we'll probably do that while the rest of this is setting. And you get 4 colors here that you can work with. And the 4 molds that it mentions are all just different halves for C-3PO or like protocol droids. So there's the front and back that will press together and make your C-3PO. And then you've got his head and his legs. Sorry for the crunching plastic sounds. The molding's pretty good. I actually used to work in an injection molding place. Like obviously this isn't the same quality as like an action figure, but it's pretty close. I guess it depends on the type of action figure you're looking at, because I know some of the Star Wars ones are a little dough-faced, I guess is what you could call them. No pun intended. So yeah, I guess these, ooh, it's really in there. Oh, a little easier if you work from the bottom up. There's the dough press. So you just kind of set the molds in there, I guess, and then yeah, seems like that's how it goes. We'll get to that in a sec. Not gonna get ahead of ourselves. I'm actually gonna read the instructions this time. This way, this way, this way, and I imagine we could probably use this with other air drying products like Suguru. You can make like a rubber one. I think Suguru actually works as an eraser as well, so you can make a C-3PO eraser. All right, And it says there that the clays will last 12 months upon opening. Let's take a look here. Okay, so it shows starting with the body first, so let's do that. And it shows them going in this orientation. So the molding is a little on the loose side. Let's see, is that the right way? It says it goes that way. Oh, okay. It's not super clear because it's kind of a low contrast picture there. It's kind of hard to tell, but I just kind of squinted my eyes and focused, and I was like, okay, that looks like the backpack part on this side. And okay, so it says that I then take the dough, put it in there, squeeze it for 5 minutes, and then once that's done, I take it out. I do that with all the different parts, assemble them, and then let it set for 120 minutes. So that's what, 2 hours? So we'll definitely be doing a time jump here, because I don't think you guys want to watch me sit here watching clay dry. And we'll work on this while it's drying as well. So yeah, let's get started. I'm just going to go with classic yellow. Let's see what this clay is like. Oh, good. It's got, I was worried that it didn't have like a plastic seal on it, and then it was just going to like be dried up, and this was all going to be just a huge waste of time. But yeah, it's got a little plastic seal thing in there. Just trying to get the plastic seal off. Come on, work with me. Yeah, Val is saying that I should be using my multi-tool, which makes sense. Let's see. How was your guys' holidays? Do anything exciting? Visit any family, eat lots of food, do crazy stuff? Ours was pretty simple for the most part. It was nice. Spent time with family. Got to see, yeah, saw the new Star Wars. It was okay. My opinion has reduced every time that I have talked about it. Like, Val's like rolling her eyes at me behind the camera. She's like, because when I came out of the theater, I was like, that was really good. And then like 45 minutes later, I'm like, it was okay. And then like it just kind of devolved more and more. Okay, so this kind of feels like a softer version of Model Magic by Crayola, if you guys are at all familiar with that. Trying to figure out what it smells like. Here, let's give it to Val to scent test. It smells familiar. Wonder what it tastes like.
It smells like Nickelodeon.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. It kind of smells like Silly Putty or Gak. If you guys are familiar with those. Any children of the 90s out there? Only 90s kids get this. There's a meme that I haven't seen in a while. Oh, that's not enough dough. I don't know if there's enough yellow in here to do a full C-3PO.
Shows on the box the leg.
Yeah.
It's white.
Shows like the white leg, which is supposed to be like a silver leg with C-3PO, and that's the whole canonical whatever thing. Okay, so let's hold this for 5 minutes. I'm gonna grab my phone
Do the legs at the same time.
because that would make sense. We're getting an initial bit of stuff there. Let's just do this. blob him in there. Let's do his arms at the same time, like Val said, if you didn't hear that. And whoop. Just kind of do this, see how it works. You can always go back and touch it up if need be. I'm glad that this stuff doesn't stick to my skin. I was a little worried about that, to be honest. I was worried it was going to be like Suguru, where if you're familiar with Suguru, it's not quite a clay. It's essentially quick drying silicone with colorant, and it yeah, it sticks to everything, man. It's awesome. It's really useful for like fixing stuff because it's essentially like a moldable glue. But yeah. Okay, here we go. Where did I put my phone? I set it somewhere around here. Shout out to all the Adventure Time homies out there. Oh, timer's actually at about 5 minutes. So let's see. Exciting stuff. Riveting action. Anyone see Cats over the holidays? I've seen clips of it and it looks horrifying. I might see it when it comes out on Netflix or something, but I don't think I'm going to pay money to go and see it. So, yeah. Exciting. Super, super exciting stuff. Star Wars Episode 12. This time it's personal. C-3PO's back, and he's got a gun. After the whole rebel apocalypse that happened in the previous 5 episodes, C-3PO wants revenge against Palpatine's cousin, Jeff Mercutio Palpatine. But it's spelt with a weird way. What is it with Hollywood and like someone dies, so like they feel the need, or someone is already dead, so they feel the need to use them in CGI. I guess it's the same reason that there are so few original franchises and concepts out there. Everything's kind of like remakes or sequels these days. And if the actors are dead, then just CGI them. If you guys saw the new Star Wars, let me know what you thought of Carrie Fisher's posthumous or whatever performance. I thought it was okay in the parts where she's General Leia, but there's a flashback scene, spoilers. It's just like a 30-second clip, I think, of her and Luke after Return of the Jedi. I almost said Revenge of the Jedi, which actually was the original name for Return of the Jedi, but people were like, that sounds too aggressive. But yeah, there's like a 30-second clip of like young Leia and Luke. I saw young Luke and I'm like, holy cow, that actually looks like a young Mark Hamill. A little CGI, a little uncanny valley. And then the camera like shifts and you see young Leia and it's like, holy crap, what the hell am I looking at? It's like, it was worse than the one in not in New Hope, in Rogue One. The one in Rogue One, when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, that's actually impressive. It kind of looks like Leia. And then rewatching it on like a 4K TV, I know that was the part that Val slept through most of, pretty much all of Rogue One. And then she wakes up at the end when there's the scene with Leia, and she's like, what the f*** is that? Excuse the language. But yeah, like it was so much worse. And we're further on. You think they could have done it better. Like, technology's advanced. Like, they did it in a bunch of the Marvel movies. They de-aged people, and like you see The Irishman on Netflix, they did the same sort of thing. And it's usually pretty impressive. And that was just so bad. For like a multi-million dollar or like $1 billion? It's a $1 billion franchise, I know that. But however much they spent on that movie, it was clearly went to some other stuff. All right, so that should be about 5 minutes according to Siri. I lost an arm here. Oh, there we go. We lost an arm, but we got a body. So we're gonna. Oh, maybe it needs to sit longer. Yeah. Oh, that looks bad. That looks really bad. I think we're gonna come back to this in a second. Oh, it's way too soft. Dear Lord. It's like something out of a nightmare. He's too soft, so like I like grazed it with my finger, and my fingerprint like went in perfectly, and yeah, it doesn't look terrible, but we're gonna try. Oh yeah, it's like impossible to get it out without it. It's starting to come out okay. It's like a foam, but I'm gonna try again. All right, so after a bit of experimentation and trying, we're gonna give this another crack. I'm gonna try working this dough into the actual mold a little better. See if we can get this. So I'm essentially pushing it in enough that it starts to push itself out and squirt out in the other areas. And then we're just gonna work the dough in, so maybe you can see what I'm doing here. Just kind of press it down, pack it in. And we're just going to use whatever scraps. We're not going to get too over ambitious here because it seems like these instructions are kind of flawed. I couldn't find anything online about this kit. I would say if you are thinking about getting this for a kid for their birthday or something, yeah, maybe get some Play-Doh to go with it. Maybe don't treat it as like an exclusive thing. You can get some Suguru. You could probably also get some like low melting plastic. I think there's like thermofill or something like that that you could use, and that would probably work better. You just use a bit of olive oil or something as a release. But yeah, we're gonna try this again. And I've got Siri over here, so I'm gonna ask Siri to set a timer for 5 minutes. Hey Siri, can you set a timer for 7 minutes?
Okay, 7 minutes and counting.
Yeah, I'm just thinking more time better. So let's keep this going. I'm gonna try and apply pressure to the sides. I feel like you'd also want like a better clamping system for this. I'm just gonna pull out what I can that's kind of oozing out the sides. Oop. Yeah, this is really similar to Silly Putty, which is nice because Silly Putty doesn't stick to stuff too bad. I mean, I've had it stuck in my hair when I used to have long hair, but compared to like I said before, compared to other stuff, this doesn't stick quite so bad. So I'm just gonna press this together like this. So I might use these molds for something else in the future, depending on how, well, I'll use the molds because the molds seem to be good. But if this doesn't turn out, we'll probably do another video following up. At the very least, we can build the, I don't think it's a gonk droid now that I think about it. I think it's supposed to be a, not necessarily an R2 unit, but like an astromech droid. I had to think about what they were called. Jeez, I swear I didn't watch Star Wars. I swear I wasn't obsessed with Star Wars from age 4 onwards. Hey, buddy. Come on up. Do you like Star Wars? I don't think he's seen very much Star Wars. I know last year we watched the prequels and the original trilogy, so he might have watched it with us then. I think that was before he started to get like fed up with us when we were watching stuff that he wasn't interested in. As weird as that is to say about a dog. What he's done lately, if we're watching something or playing like Mario Kart or games, if he isn't content with what we're doing, he stands up, does a and then he'll walk off into the bedroom, and then he'll come out, see if we've changed what we're doing, and if we haven't changed, then he just does that again, and then he'll like sleep. Hey, buddy. I know you only want me for my walks.
He comes down to singing oldies goldies. He got the loop of singing what he says. He comes down to singing he's got a mommy. Down with it, trying to make it play. He's got the action, he's got the motion. Oh yeah, the boy can play. Dedication and devotion. Turning all the night time into the day. After all the violence and the talk. A little walk, little walk of life. Ooh, do the walk of doo-doo.
Come on up. You don't have to ask for permission. Did you have a good holiday? Are you excited for 2020? Yeah? What you gonna do in 2020? What's your New Year's resolution? Or are you like me where you don't tell people that so that you don't have to worry about like it not coming true? Kind of like birthday wishes. It's probably more walks, less talks. Make a baby with Juno. He tried over the holidays. It was weird. Couldn't seem to figure out how to actually do anything, so he was just dancing. We'll call it dancing. Doing the mamba. And there we go. That is 7 minutes, I think is what I did.
7 minutes in Star Wars.
7 minutes of Star Wars. Okay, well, now we get to see if this actually comes apart. It started to squeeze out into the arm cavity, looks like. Ooh, let's clean this up a little bit. Depending on how this dries, I might be able... Oh, this is not drying. Yeah, I might be able to clean this. I like ripped a chunk out of his side and then poked it back in. Yeah, let's see if we can get this out at all. It says like use caution when removing from the thing because it's soft. No, duh, is it soft? Oh, dear God. Okay. There we go. Is this actually going to work? Nope. Okay. Do I need to just let this set in there and then peel it out?
You'll never get it apart.
All this work. All this work. Yeah, they don't give you enough clay to do like the whole C-3PO. Like they give you enough clay to do like a full droid or two, but like a rainbow droid. Because for the C-3PO one you have to pay extra. Some Disney exec somewhere. Yeah, if we let them do C-3PO, then they'll have a whole bunch of C-3PO toys, and we can't merchandise that. So we'll make them weird looking. Yeah, he's got like a fold on his frickin' waist. It's really weird looking. I feel like I need like a knife or something to get him out of here without... Val's suggesting the multi-tool, but I honestly think that that might... You'd want like a hobby knife or something. I don't know. This is just like... This might just be a fail. Let's try and do an arm. Let's see. I will never give up, and I will never surrender. If Disney didn't want me to do this, they could have just given me an empty box. I think Val's suggesting throwing it in the freezer and coming back. I'm thinking that that might be the best option here. I'm just going to do this without the press, dough press or whatever they're calling it, because it just seems like an extra step. And I could just do this. What? Oh no, it's Dunkin' time. 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 Dunky time. It's Dunky rhymes and Dunky crimes and Dunky time. Do the Dunky time. Do the Dunky crimes. Do the Dunky time. Dunky time. Dunky time. It's Dunky time, time, time. Time, time, time. Time for a walk. Does Dunky want to talk? Is he going to rock? Is Dunky walk? Is he Spock? Is he Grok? Little puppy Bok. Well, that arm actually turned out okay. I'm going to turn this off. It actually turned out pretty okay. So I'm going to put this in the fridge or freezer. Haven't decided which one yet. And we'll come back to this in a little bit. This is turning into a science experiment. I'm just going to leave the flashing on there and just clean it up. So we'll be back in a bit. Welcome back from the past. So, got this out of the fridge, or the freezer actually, threw it in the freezer while I went and took the boys for a walk. So C-3PO's body seems to have turned out okay. It's a little sticky. We actually found a video. Val did some digging and found one by Jedi Master 738, I think is her name. Yeah, 738. So thank you, Jedi Master 738, for your review of this. It actually kind of shed some light on things with this. I'm going to try and get the arm out of here. It's a little, still a little too sticky, almost. The, yeah, that arm's not coming out. Maybe, just maybe. Huh? Almost got it. It looks really bad. So she pointed out that she dug up the Disney store page, which I had looked at, but I missed this detail. So they say on there, they clarify what this means. So that there, on step 2, is apparently supposed to indicate that you knead the dough for 5 minutes. And then you do all this. So when they don't like block that off, it kind of leads you to think the whole thing is 5 minutes, which was what we thought. And yeah, so we've gone back and kneaded the dough. I'm actually probably going to knead this into it once it thaws a bit. the body's just a giant frozen chunk. So I might, while this thaws, I might actually just switch colors. I know we opened up the red to kind of play around with it a little bit. So thank you, Val. We'll open this up and knead it for 5 minutes and see how it goes. She also suggested, this is again Jedi Master 738, going to name drop as much as I can. She also pointed out that she used Crayola Model Magic with this, and it turned out much better. Like, she shows a picture of the ones that she did with Model Magic, and they actually look really nice. And that's a drier clay, and it tends to kind of hold its features more accurately. The only issue I've had working with Crayola Model Magic is after a while, the moisture content in it evaporates or kind of comes out and it cracks. So what you might want to do is seal it with like Varathane or clear nail polish. So I'm just going to do this, and I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes, and let's see what we can do. All right. So, yeah, if you haven't seen her videos, I would say check it out. We're going to link it down below. Again, shout out. She seems to make some really good content from what I've seen. I just watched a few of her videos while I was taking the boys for a walk. And yeah. The bestest boy. Yeah, I'm gonna pass these off camera to Val. Oh, there we go. And she's gonna try the Sculpey. Now the challenge would be to bake it, but I guess we could put it on like toothpicks or something and then hit on a pike. Like the end of Return of the Jedi. Okay, so that was 5 minutes. It's actually more than 5 minutes. Let us try. It's still just as stringy. Let's try this. Anyone seen The Mandalorian? Watched the season finale for that. So I think the day that we got back from visiting family. It's really good. I like that they got the guy, I can't remember his name, but he played, geez, I can't remember that character's name now. They got the guy, he played Gustavo Fring on Breaking Bad. They got him as Gideon. So that was cool. I should have grabbed some woodworking clamps for this.
You don't have to clamp it for 5 minutes.
I know. Yeah, we've learned that you don't have to clamp it for 5 minutes. So that's nice. Just gotta clamp it, cut it, bop it, kick it.
This does not work.
Doesn't work with Sculpey? Oh, that works way better. But I just like fused his belly button to the clay. The problem is the clay likes to stick to itself really bad. But as you can see, it came out pretty much whole. So we are going to try this again. We're just gonna press down. buckle up. And just make a head that's trapped in a... I gotta see this. Val's like breaking down in laughter off camera, so let's see what... Oh, he ain't got no face. Let's see, yeah. Apparently there's an issue with the feet with this kit. That's, they don't, what's it called? I think it's the same thing here. The cavity is too shallow, or it's too deep for the clay to get in there. I just ripped his face off. This is awful. You deserved better, C-3PO. Hi, I'm C-3PO, human cyborg relations. Ah, my face! Master Anakin! Because that's what C-3PO sounds like. It's definitely the accent. Yeah, this isn't working. It's like slowly gripping more, but it's not taking the face out. I think Sculpey might be a no-go. Yeah, I'm gonna set that off to the side for now. I'm gonna try this again. This is really not working great. Honestly, I'm a little disappointed, Disney. You guys have been doing arts and crafts stuff for like decades. Or maybe not directly, but you guys have been franchising and merchandising this stuff. It's like your bread and butter. Let's see. There we go. Much better. How do I get that out? Do I have a knife somewhere around here? I do not. Yeah, I'm gonna say that this video, regardless of how this turns out, the product's a fail. I'm gonna call it. Sorry, YouTube. I don't have enough in me to do this. I feel betrayed, much like many fans do right now with The Rise of Skywalker. So, if any Disney execs are watching, make better toys, make better dough. Don't let J.J. Abrams do stuff anymore, guys. He was okay with Star Trek. Like, Star Trek was pretty good, but I feel like the writers saved that. He's good at pitching, and that seems to be about it. So, I'm going to keep trying, but I think we're going to call it. So, again, this is Aaron from Sibling Rivalry. I hope you enjoyed the video, if nothing else. And, yeah, I'd say don't buy this unless you really, really want it or are into punishment. If you like the video, in some regard, please give us a thumbs up. We really appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, we do appreciate your subscription, and it would go a long way to helping us grow the channel. And yeah, make sure that you ring the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any of our upcoming content. We're going to be posting regular content on Mondays as usual, and bonus content on Thursdays. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you have a great day, and Happy New Year. Bye for now.